Vienna is the national capital, largest city, and one of 9 states of Austria. Vienna is Austria's most populous city, with about 1.9 million inhabitants. 2.6 million resides within the metropolitan area, nearly 1/3 of the country's population, and its cultural, economic, and political center. It is the 6th largest city by population within city limits in the European Union. Until the beginning of the 20th century, Vienna was the largest German-speaking city in the world, and before the splitting of the Austro-Hungarian Empire in World War I. The city had 2 million inhabitants. Today, it is the 2nd largest German-speaking city after Berlin. Vienna is host to many major international organizations, including the United Nations, OPEC, and the OSCE. The city is located in the eastern part of Austria and is close to the borders of the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Hungary. These regions work together in a European Central border region. Along with nearby Bratislava, Vienna forms a metropolitan region with 3 million inhabitants. In 2001, the city center was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In July 2017, it was moved to the list of World Heritage in danger, additionally to being known as the City of Music due to its musical legacy, as many famous classical musicians such as Beethoven and Mozart, who called Vienna home. Vienna is also said to be the city of dreams, because of it being home to the world's first psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud. Vienna's ancestral roots lie in early Celtic and Roman settlements that transformed into a medieval and baroque city. It is well known for having played a pivotal role as a leading European music center. From the age of Viennese classicism through the early part of the 20th century, the historic center of Vienna is rich in architectural ensembles, including Baroque palaces and gardens, and the late 19th century Ringstrasse line with grand buildings, monuments, and parks. Vienna is known for its high quality of life. In a 2005 study of 127 world cities, the Economist Intelligence Unit ranked the city first in a tie with Vancouver and San Francisco for the world's most livable cities. Between 2011 and 2015, Vienna was ranked 2nd, behind Melbourne. In 2018, it replaced Melbourne as the #1 spot and continued as the first in 2019. For 10 consecutive years, from 2009 to 2019, the human resource consulting firm Mercer ranked Vienna first in its annual quality of living survey of hundreds of cities around the world. Monocle's 2015 Quality of Life survey ranked Vienna 2nd on a list of the top 25 cities in the world to make a base within. The UN Habitat classified Vienna as the most prosperous city in the world in 2012-2013. The city was ranked first globally for its culture of innovation in 2007 and 2008, and 6th globally in the 2014 Innovation Cities Index, which analyzed 162 indicators in covering 3 areas: culture, infrastructure, and markets. Vienna regularly hosts urban planning conferences and is often used as a case study by urban planners. Between 2005 and 2010, Vienna was the world's #1 destination for international congresses and conventions. It attracts over 6.8 million tourists a year. Vienna is one of the wealthiest regions in the European Union. Its gross regional product of €47,200 per capita constituted 25.7% of Austria's GDP in 2013. It amounts to 159% of the EU average. The city improved its position from 2012 on the ranking of the most economically powerful cities, reaching number 9 on the listing in 2015. The most important business sectors are trade, scientific and technological services, real estate and housing activities, as well as manufacturing of goods. In 2012, Vienna's contribution in Austria's outgoing and incoming foreign direct investments was of about 60%, which demonstrates Vienna's role as an international hub for domestic and foreign companies. Since the fall of the Iron Curtain in 1989, Vienna has expanded its position as gateway to Eastern Europe. 300 international companies have their Eastern European headquarters in Vienna and its environs. Altogether, approximately 8,300 new companies have been founded in Vienna every year since 2004. The majority of these companies are operating in fields of industry-oriented services, wholesale trade, as well as information and communications technologies and new media. Prague is the capital and largest city in the Czech Republic, the 13th largest city in the European Union and the historical capital of Bohemia. Situated on the Vltava River, Prague is home to about 1.3 million people, while its metropolitan area is estimated to have a population of 2.7 million. The city has a temperate oceanic climate, with relatively warm summers and chilly winters. Prague is a political, cultural and economic center of Central Europe, complete with a rich history, founded during the Romanesque and flourishing by the Gothic, Renaissance and Baroque eras. Prague was the capital of the Kingdom of Bohemia and the main residence of several Holy Roman emperors, most notably of Charles IV, 1346 to 1378. It was an important city to the Habsburg monarchy and its Austro-Hungarian Empire. The city played major roles in the Bohemian and Protestant Reformation, the 30 Years' War, and in 20th century history as the capital of Czechoslovakia between the World Wars and the post-war communist era. Prague is home to a number of well-known cultural attractions, many of which survived the violence and destruction of 20th century Europe. Main attractions include Prague Castle, Charles Bridge, Old Town Square with the Prague Astronomical Clock, the Jewish Quarter, Petrin Hill and Visegrad. Since 1992, the extensive historic center of Prague has been included in the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites. The city has more than 10 major museums, along with numerous theaters, galleries, cinemas, and other historical exhibits. An extensive modern public transportation system connects the city. It is home to a wide range of public and private schools, including Charles University in Prague, the oldest university in Central Europe. Prague is classified as an Alpha Global City according to Globalization and World Cities Research Network and ranked 6th in the TripAdvisor World List of Best Destinations in 2016. In 2019, the city was ranked as 69th most livable city in the world by Mercer. Its rich history makes it a popular tourist destination, and as of 2017, the city receives more than 8.5 million international visitors annually. In 2017, Prague was listed as the 5th most visited European city after London, Paris, Rome, and Istanbul. Prague's economy accounts for 25% of the Czech GDP, making it the highest performing regional economy of the country. As of 2017, its GDP per capita in purchasing power standard is 56,200 euros, making it the 6th best performing region in the European Union. Prague employs almost a fifth of the entire Czech workforce, and its wages are significantly above average. In second quarter of 2019, average salaries available in Prague reached 1,650 euros per month, an annual increase of 6.3%, which was nevertheless lower than national increase of 7.2% both in nominal and real terms. Inflation in Prague was 2.8% in second quarter of 2019, as well as with 2.8% nationally. Since 1990, the city's economic structure has shifted from industrial to service-oriented. Industry is present in sectors such as pharmaceuticals, printing, food processing, manufacture of transport equipment, computer technology, and electrical engineering. In the service sector, financial and commercial services, trade, restaurants, hospitality, and public administration are the most significant. Services account for around 80% of employment. There are 800,000 employees in Prague, including 120,000 commuters. The number of foreign residents in Prague has been increasing in spite of the country's economic downturn. As of March 2010, 148,035 foreign workers were reported to be living in the city, making up about 18% of the workforce, up from 131,132 in 2008. Approximately one-fifth of all investment in the Czech Republic takes place in the city. Tourism is a significant part of the city's economy. Almost one-half of the national income from tourism is spent in Prague. The city offers approximately 73,000 beds in accommodation facilities, most of which were built after 1990, including almost 51,000 beds in hotels and boarding houses.